Now, if Jesus have to ask you this morning, what is that you want? Do you have a specific thing that you can ask Jesus this morning? Jesus wants us to be very specific in what we ask. My text is from Luke chapter 18, verses from 35 to 43. And also the same story is written in Matthew chapter 20, verses 29 to 34. The story talks about the blind Bartimaeus and a friend. And the event took place while Jesus was traveling from Jericho to Jerusalem. And the story goes like this. Now, these two blind men were sitting on like a daily routine, begging on the roads, on the street, wherever they are sitting. And they heard Jesus was passing by. And they shouted, "Lord, have mercy on us." They shouted again, saying, "Lord, have mercy on us." The crowd rebuked, and they asked these blind men to be silent. But they didn't listen to the crowd. They shouted even more louder, saying, "O Son of David, have mercy on me." Then Jesus told his disciples, "Get those three people." And the disciples got these two blind men. And Jesus asked them, "What do you want from me?" They were very clear. They said, "We want to see." And Jesus said, "Your faith has made you well." And they received the sight and followed Jesus. Now, in this story, we're going to learn 5 important things, 5 important lessons that we can learn from this story. Number 1, they seized the opportunity. Now, they were blind, begging, but deep down in their heart, they had a desire to see this beautiful world. They must be waiting how, I'm sure they might have a lot of questions, how we can see, who can do something to us, who can heal us. They might have heard the story of Jesus. They might have listened and heard people talking about Jesus doing miracles. So when Jesus was passing by, they shouted, "Lord, have mercy on me." They took the attention of Jesus. So it is important, my friend, that you and I need to seize the opportunity that we get each day. God gives us so many opportunities to come up in life. Maybe you're going through a tough time. Maybe you're looking for a job. You need to keep your ears open to people saying there are vacancies here, there are vacancies here. So you need to seize the opportunity. And God gives every day an opportunity to us to come closer to Him, to surrender our life to Him. And not only that, He gives an opportunity for us to grow. And He gives an opportunity for us to grow in our offices too. That favor He gives us. But you and I need to be sensitive, to listen and to hear and to seize the opportunity. And that's what we see this blind man did. They seized the opportunity. They just got the opportunity and they tapped into that opportunity and they were blessed. The second thing that we can learn from these people is they overcame the crowd. Now, we heard the story. Crowd told them, "Be quiet." Crowd did not care about them. But in fact, they also didn't care about the crowd. They shouted, "Lord, have mercy on me." Even more. That's what the Bible says. They shouted louder. So it's important that we don't have to listen to the crowd. Sometimes we get discouraged by the crowd. Sometimes we get discouraged by our own fellow members or friends. But it's important for you to get His attention. So you need to overcome this crowd, overcome these challenges. You don't have to worry about the people around. They do not worry about people. All that they want is attention of Jesus, because they knew Jesus can heal them. That's what we learned. The second thing. Now the third thing that we can learn from these people is they asked very specifically what they want. When Jesus questioned them, it was a very astonishing question. Jesus already knew what they wanted, but still He asked them, "What do you want?" They said, "We want to see." Now, if Jesus have to ask you this morning, what is that you want? Do you have a specific thing that you can ask Jesus this morning? Or do we have hundreds of things running around in our mind, not knowing what to ask? I think Jesus wants us to be very specific in what we ask. So be specific in what you ask for Jesus. The fourth thing that we can learn, we see in this story is, the fourth thing that we can learn is they received compassion. So when they tapped Jesus, when they asked Jesus, Jesus had a compassion on them. Jesus cared about them. People did not care about them. People were just want them to be quiet, but they were desperate because Jesus cares for them. And Jesus healed them. And in fact, he said, your faith has made you well. So it's important, my friend, when you have that desire, when you ask God specifically, when you overcome the troubles or overcome the negativity of people, and when you seize the opportunity, definitely God will bless you. And that's what we see, that they received the sight. And the fifth and the last thing that we see, that they showed thankfulness. They showed. That's what we see. Once they received sight, the Bible says they followed Jesus. My friend, it is important that you and I need to be thankful for what God has done in our life. Isn't it? Isn't it amazing that we could learn from this people? I'm going to repeat one more time. They seized the opportunity. They overcame the crowd. They asked specifically, and they received a miracle or a compassion, and they showed thankfulness. I hope this story is a blessing to you. If you can follow these principles, I'm sure our good God will bless each one of us.